Hi, and welcome to DCS, Digital Combat Simulator. We're going to be having a look at the Spitfire. Let's jump into the external view. We can see the Spitfire. Now we're going to hold down left shift and F10 to remove the labels. Push F1 on the keyboard to jump into the cockpit. Hold down left Alt and C on the keyboard to look around. Left Alt and C again and you can click on the cockpit. We're going to hit left Alt and C, spin around, and we're going to look at the back. At the back here, we've got a black bar. We're going to left click on that once. They'll close the cockpit. Left Alt and C again and we'll turn around. We're going to look down here on the left hand side. We're going to click two buttons, one here for the pitot heat, one left mouse button click, and one here for the fuel pump. One left mouse button click. Now we're hitting this button here. We're going to left click this once. The next button we have to do more than left click. It is located here. We've got to hold down the left mouse button, move the mouse forwards and then let go. So now that one's forward. Okay, then we're going to go up to here where we've got the two magnetos. We're going to left click once and left click once here. They're both on. Now everything we need to see down here is obstructed by this joystick. Hold down the left arrow on the keyboard, moves it out of the way. Now there's a button here, we're going to hit it for the fuel to on. Just one left mouse button click. This one is the starter button cover, left click once, and this one over here is the booster coil button cover. We're going to left click that once. We'll come back to that in a second. We're going to have a look at this button here. I'm going to hover over it with the mouse, and then we are going to use the mouse wheel to turn it around. So we're turning the mouse wheel backwards until it turns around, and then hold down the left mouse button on it, and then let go of the left mouse button. So the trick is you've got to not just click the left mouse button like that. You've got to hold down the left mouse button, keep it held down until it extends all the way, and then let go of the left mouse button. Now we want to do this about 5 times. Now I'm going to show you where these two buttons are. So let's hit escape. I'm going to go over to adjust controls. And we're going to look at this button here, booster coil, which says in my case delete. So booster coil, you want to make sure you know what you've set that to, delete. And if you go down to starter button, we got it here. So starter, you want to know what this button is. So I've got it set to home. But make sure you know what those two buttons are, the starter and the booster coil. Find them and make sure you have a button assigned to it that you know what it is. Okay, good. So we're just going to jump back into our cockpit. Now what we're going to do is put our view to something like this. We're going to get the mouse and we're going to hover it over this red button here. Now when the time comes, we're going to left click that with the left mouse button, but we don't do that yet. First thing we're going to do is we're going to bring the throttle up all the way and then the throttle back. So you should see this light come on. Put the mouse back over this. Now if you remember we had the two buttons home and delete. We're going to hold down those two buttons and then we're going to hold them down for about 4 seconds and then we're going to left click this. But we've got to listen to the motor, so you'll see what I'm doing. I'm going to hold down the two buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to left click this. Now if we have a look at external view, you can see that our motor has started up. We can give it a little bit more throttle. And we can ease it back. But the plane is now started. We can hold down W on the keyboard for brakes. And we can stop the plane moving. We're ready to go. Thank you for watching. I hope you found that useful. Have a great day.